Whoa! This isn't your couch.
What the heck? What's going on?
What are we doing here?
I don't know. We must be like going to a premiere of XXX, The Return of Xander Cage.
No way, are we doing that?
We're doing that.
We're doing that!
Yeah! So what are you thinking, man? Is this movie going to be any good?
I certainly hope so. I mean, gosh, how long has it been since the first one?
2002, that one came out. Well, at least we got an awesome function to go to with food and drink and stuff being served.
Yeah,
so even if the movie is absolute balls, at least like the food might be any sort of good.
Well, yeah, you know, the movie was crap, but those free jets were really good.
How pumped are you for this movie?
Oh, let's hope it's really good. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed.
Are you more pumped than you've ever been before?
Not quite yet, but I'm reserving more excitement.
You're not like a Rogue One level of pumped?
Nowhere near it. I'm at 1x out of 3.
Are you pumped now? Seriously?
Well, for a XXX movie that has vanilla Coke, it's hard not to get excited.
Yeah! XXX!
Everyone else, you're about to see a great film, trust me. It was on the board.
So why are you excited? Why are you super pumped right now? Seriously, I know why you're super pumped, because there's gonna be skydivers! Because it's XXX! The Return of Xander Cage!
He's putting his parachute up, he's going to get on the sport rise as guys to generate a bit of speed. Guys, we got Roger Monkey coming behind, give it up for Roger Monkey! Now give it up for Go Skydive! Guys, these are the best in Australia, some of the best in the world. Here at Arena Town Centre for the XXX.
I left my parachute at home, so I couldn't do it.
Oh man, alright, so XXX, Return of Xander Cage, we have seen it.
Yes, we have.
Woo!
Well,
if you're after oh god, an amazing action movie, a roller coaster thrill ride with cracking dialogue, great performances, amazing direction,
and a good story,
do not see this movie.
Oh god, it's bad.
I am about 100 IQ points lower for having seen this movie. Oh yeah, I forgot my headlights. XXX, The Return of Xander Cage. So this movie is about the return of Xander Cage. We've got a bad guy who's trying to steal, or has stolen, I don't even know, some device that crashes satellites down onto buildings and people. Wow, great motivation. And so XXX is brought out of retirement because they think he's dead, but he's not dead. And then he assembles a group of other XXX people, including Ruby Rose, Australia's own Ruby Rose.
Yes, go the Ruby.
Token badass, possibly lesbian sniper girl.
Oh, it's refreshing. You actually know what you're doing down there. Yeah, that's what she said.
Who else is on his team? Oh, Rory McCann from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, the Hound. It's the Hound.
The Hound. Why were you in this movie? Anyway, so you got these guys, and then they're recruited by Toni Collette in the worst performance of her career.
Gotta say it. It's bad.
Look at and you got Donnie Yen. Donnie Yen is in this movie.
The Force is not with him on this one, guys.
No. Oh god, it's a mess.
So basically the whole thing is that there's this device that the government's trying to reclaim, which has been dubbed Pandora's Box. How original. And the idea is that it can obviously sneak into secure devices, it can outsmart any electronic system that's trying to, you know, outwit it, if you want to call it that. So it's fallen into their hands. Toni Collette's government needs to reclaim it, and the only way to do that is with Xander Cage's help, because clearly everybody else in the military is useless.
So going into this movie, look, you know, we kind of thought, okay, look, we weren't expecting much. It was directed by DJ Caruso, whose last movie was The Disappointments Room, which came out last year, which is currently resting on a 0% on Rotten Tomatoes, meaning that out of all the critics' reviews, 0% of them were positive. That really tells you something. So look, we didn't know really what to expect, but yeah, honestly, this movie is such a steaming pile of dog shit. That being said, I was laughing my ass off in this movie, and we were debating whether or not to put this under the trashy treasure category.
It was that close, guys. Really, it was that close.
Yeah, it was hilarious. The dialogue was just copy and pasted from 100 other bad action movies. The performances were atrocious. The direction was horrible. The editing was crap. The lighting was terrible. Costume design was laughable. And it was, oh my god, it was written by a 12-year-old boy with ADHD, I swear.
That's pretty much what this whole movie is. It is one big jumble mess of ADHD. It is competing so hard to hold your attention, but even within the first 3 minutes of the awful credit sequence at the start, you know that this is a turd before it even begins. I don't know what possessed Toni Collette to be involved with this one. She's such a fantastic actress. I've got a lot of respect for her, especially after, I mean, we're going back a long way now, but The Sixth Sense, that was a star-making turn. This could actually destroy her career.
Absolutely.
The movie was that bad. I've never seen an Australian actress look so bored in doing a film.
She really seriously had one facial expression in the entire movie, which
Resting
was just...
bitch face.
Oh yeah, well, borderline duck face. Like, her big pouting lips, and oh my god, it was just horrible.
Now, I don't know, I mean, we're going back a long way back to the original XXX film, guys, so if you remember that one, even if you don't, watch it anyway, because at least at that time, the film knew that it's firmly tongue-in-cheek, it was having some fun, even though it was slightly over the top. The problem with this one is that it goes too far, and it's trying to basically go so far over the top that it's enjoyable, it's entertainment. But the problem is, there's no story to drive the entertainment, and the story is so wafer thin that you can predict it almost, you know, 1 minute into its 2-hour running time. It's just an absolute jumbled gargle of crap that is saved sometimes by good choreography. I've got to give a special mention to Donnie Yen, who I would like to think choreographed 90% of his stunts and his action sequences, because that's what stood out. The rest of it is all just GoPro stuck to cars and just tumbling over everything and people jumping over chairs and
the things were just too over the top. I mean, let me put it this way. This will sum up the movie. There is a scene where XXX is chasing this dude on a motorbike. They drive out onto a beach. All of a sudden, the motorbikes, out of the blue, these like ski things fold out under the wheels, and they're riding the bikes at full speed across the water. They then ride into the surf, and oh my god! The XXX is chasing this guy on a motorbike in the surf! Why?
The only thing missing from that part was the Transformer sound effect when you hear the blades coming out. You're waiting for the...
And the effects were like something from the early 90s. They were just such bad green screen. Like, they were awful special effects. Oh wow, this movie sucked so much balls.
Now get ready for spoilers, guys. You've got 3, 2, 1. Okay, spoiler time. Guess who makes a comeback but Ice Cube himself?
Yeah, now if you don't know what the film term Deus Ex Machina is, basically it's when you got characters in peril and something will happen to save them or whatever that just comes out of the blue, is so just unbelievable. And yeah, god, he was a textbook case of that. He just turned up at the one moment where everyone needs him for no reason whatsoever, and oh god, it was so groan worthy.
And it was just good that he was just in the same town at the same time and happened to have an armoured truck full of, you know, grenade launchers and things like that. I mean, that's just convenience. Really, it's just convenience.
And while we're on the subject of spoilers, because don't go and see this movie. Don't worry about spoilers. It's fine. You'll be okay. The villain in this movie was some old guy. Like, you think the villains are this other group led by Donnie Yen, but then it turns out that they're not the villains after all. And it was the actual villain was the least developed character in film history.
You seriously don't know why he's a villain or why he's there in the first place.
He just had so little screen time, so it was just like, okay, he's suddenly the villain now. It just went all over the place. I had a lot of fun though watching this movie, man. Like, I'm sitting there every time I looked over at Justin, he's just sitting there with his head buried in his hand, just shaking his head.
I couldn't believe what I was watching. I really couldn't. I was like this. I was like, you know, XXX, obviously, that fur coat needs to be sent for bloody animal cruelty or movie cruelty, because I've never seen an action star so willing to dress up like a furred up Liberace in my entire life. It's an awful, awful costume. And, you know, he's pulling chicks with this jacket, and I'm just sitting there like this, thinking, oh my god, it's just awful.
When he says pulling in chicks, like, yeah, literally, like, this dude will, you know, gets to sleep with an entire room full of women, like, or it's implied, but oh man,
as if Xander Cage would not do that.
Oh my god. So look, seriously, there is barely anything in this movie that I could possibly commend it on. Donnie Yen's fight scenes were actually pretty good. Like, his character sucked, his dialogue was atrocious. Every other scene he was in where he wasn't beating someone up was just horrible, but yeah, his fight scenes were actually pretty good. Other than that though, and unfortunately, because technology can be an absolute pain in the ass sometimes, my GoPro decided to be a complete dick and decided to stop working there. So you missed the part where I gave the movie a 1 out of 10, and Justin, he was so proud of himself, he gave the movie his very first 0. So unfortunately we missed all that, but that's what happened. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed the, you know, doing something a little different there. And if you've unfortunately seen XXX The Return of Xander Cage, let me know what you thought of it. If you liked it, good for you. That's awesome. So drop me some comments either here or on Facebook. All the social media links are in the description below, because I like to talk about movies and I would love to talk about movies with you. I gotta get driving. Bye.
Click subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest movie reviews. Skynet will be taking over any day now, so what have you got to lose? Nah.